Did you know every cell in your body has an essence of divine consciousness in itself? Have you ever seen a video of your white blood cells literally swimming up the bloodstream to try and get rid of a pathogen? I mean, there is trillions of cells in your body all working for the whole, all working for the one. But we forget that, and we forget it. So the cells go to sleep and they just listen to the subconscious patterns that we have inside of us. And often those subconscious patterns, because of the world that we face, are fear-based, isolation-based, and they keep you from accessing your divine healing. Today I'm going to teach you exactly how to awaken every cell of your body. Hey guys, I'm Michael. I just wanted to let my regular viewers know that I'm back from spending a wonderful week in Paris, Disneyland, and Paris, the city, with my wife for her 40th birthday. So if you feel compelled to, wish her a happy birthday in the comments below. But let's go straight into it about the healing. And tomorrow I'm going to try and do a video on how surrendering in that holiday was the most spiritual event you could ever do. It's not always about manifestation or meditation. Sometimes it's about ease and a flow. So I'm going to teach you how to awaken the body cells, awaken them to their true purpose of alignment. You see, when you can align every cell of your body towards health, that's when you find freedom. That's when you find health. This is what we're going to do today. And how do we do it? Well, I want you to firstly know that your cells are there saying, hey, do you know that I'm here? Do you remember me? Do you recognize me? Do you love me at all? But our relationship with the cells are often upset. We're angry. We're upset. We don't feel aligned. We feel so much sadness within our body system because we've been living in fear and pain. If you are suffering with chronic illness, it's because for a long time you've held on to energetic imbalance. Now, I taught this one woman how to align her cells. She had an eye issue. Her eye issue was that she had pressure behind the eyes. Immediately, I had to tell her, your eyes are trying to tell you something. You see, every cell of her eyes were trying to speak to her. They are trying to communicate. But we, as the conscious observer, think we're just a solid being. We're just a solid being, okay? So I would say to you, you have to remember we are trillions of individual cells working towards one goal of longevity, peace, harmony, and joy. So all I had to do was remind her that her eyes were saying, I'm struggling to see what I've been through. I'm struggling to see where my future goes. And as soon as she had that realization, we started to release. So I started to teach her this process I'm going to teach you now is where you get into an absolute state of peace. So what you have to do is you have to recognize where you're out of balance in your body. You see, your body's showing you. So if the pressure was behind her eyes and that's where the sensation was, sit with the eyes. And I actually asked her to sit with her eyes like this. Observe it without fear and judgment. And she started to get into a very relaxed state. Emotions started to come up. They started to release. You see, your body, your cells are holding on to all the repressed emotions. That's why they go to sleep. Now, I asked her then to see golden light shining through her eyes. And it was God's healing golden light. And I am going to put her testimonial, which was emailed to me. I'll take a picture of it and I'll write it in the community tab there, guys. And I'll put it in the comments down below as well, actually. But what we started to do was we started to let go. You see, when you let go, when you find deep inner peace, and Jesus Christ himself was trying to teach us this, the Prince of Peace himself. When do you find balance in the body system? The cells can start to act as they should. But here's the extra power. When you start to intend from that place of peace and you start to say, every cell of my body, the infinite intelligence within them that grew me from one cell to these trillions knows exactly what to do. I am divine consciousness. Divine golden healing light flows through every cell of my body. You see, they're screaming for you to communicate with them. They're screaming for you to listen. There is no relationship within the body system usually because we're so trapped in what the outside world is doing to us. And I want to tell you today, guys, and I tell you this with a state of love and a state of ease, I want you to know that this is the issue. You've made more of what's happening outside of you than what's happening inside of you. But it's told to us within the Bible, worship no other God but me. What does that even mean? Well, stop making gods of circumstance. Stop making gods of your symptoms. You see, your cells don't want to be out of balance. They're always trying to find balance. I ask you to do a test today. You know, and I'm not telling you to drink alcohol, but if you, over this Thanksgiving period and this Christmas period, drink eggnog or alcohol or something, why don't you die immediately? Because that was what would happen if alcohol got stuck in your system, because your body filters it out for you. You see, it's always trying to look after you. The cells love you. This is how you awaken them. You remember the relationship between you and your cells. You find deep inner peace within this chaos of life. You start to claim knowingly and boldly and systematically, almost mathematically, about divine health. I had one guy who had chronic pain within his lower regions, who is now pain-free, because every day he would claim, the revitalizing, rejuvenating power of the divine flows through every cell of my body. I am whole, perfect and well, made in the likeness and image of God. There is one woman who literally only watched my video, which has got about 15,000 views currently, on this 30-day prayer challenge where I say a prayer. She's been saying it every day. And her comments on that video, she's 28 days in and the doctor has even told her not to come back. I've never even worked with her one-to-one. So you need to realize the power is in there. It is in you. But what happens is we forget that we are trillions of cells working for the one, and we start to think that we are isolated in our own self, just me, myself, and I. No, you have a body that loves you. It wants to communicate with you. You awaken the cells by going to a deep state of peace, starting to speak to them regularly and systematically, send love to them, send peace to them, claim God's health and harmony through them. They will start to come back to you in ways that you can only imagine. Now, you know, listen, I'm here. I've got grey hairs. I don't care. But many people have said to me, I look younger than I did 5 years ago, because I have claimed regularly and systematically to my cells that I am whole, perfect and well, made in the likeness and image of God, perfect in divine energy. And I surrender my truth to that. You see, your cells are going to wake up. They're going to listen. You don't need to add intense gratitude. You need a gentle, joyous knowing, a gentle love, a peaceful gratitude. Do not add power to the divine. You cannot force your cells to do anything. Okay? You align to a divine truth that your cellular body knows. Just the way the solar system works, your cells work the same way, with that same divine intelligence, mathematical, beautiful, symmetrical intelligence. It wants to work for you too, but you do it by awakening your cells with the divine truth of God's healing golden light. I hope that video was helpful today, guys. I'm going to see you at the next one.